Welcome to the new series on tokenomics. I'm Lisa and that's Elliot.
But who are you? What have you done with Dylan?
I ate Dylan. Doesn't need to know. So today we're going to go and understand what's cryptoeconomics.
Yeah, but first of all, you want to tell us what economics actually is?
Sure. Economics can be defined in three different big components. It's incentives, punishments, and behaviors.
Oh, behave. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Oh! These kind of are like the rules that govern the actions of people in the network, in the game. So then, if that's economics, what's cryptoeconomics? It's basically these three sections again: incentives, behaviors, as well as punishments, baked into the code to make sure that people behave properly when you're in the whole network.
Interesting. But then there's cryptoeconomics and then there's tokenomics, isn't there, right?
Yeah.
And it's very, very important to have the distinction between the two, right? Cryptoeconomics is not tokenomics, tokenomics is not cryptoeconomics. But we're going to fill you in on what both of them look like in this video.
I can't wait anymore. I need to just feel you.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Just the tips?
That's right.
So, what does it look like? So, we're going to break down cryptoeconomics first, right? And cryptoeconomics is three components as well. So that was two, this is three. The three components are securing the data of the past, right? So this is historic data, historic information. It's all about securing that. And then it's also about having a look at the current today's world and looking at what's going on in today's world. And the third component is a defined future. So the people and the creators of these lovely networks actually define what the future should potentially look like.
So that's all very confusing.
Okay, let's break it down then.
I think we should.
So, an analogy, right? And that could be a museum. It could be the Museum of History. So, think about a historic museum. You go in there and there are 3 floors. The first floor that you go to is the history floor, right? And what does the history floor have?
You have all the messages and information of the past.
Okay, so all of the messages and information of the past in sections. And what do the sections look like?
So, for example, if you go into the history museum, you won't see the history of the world just all in front of you, correct? So it'll be divided into sections, probably depending on culture. So you have the Greek history, you have the Italian history, the Roman history, you have the Mayans history. And if you think about it, this history, these sections of history, where they keep data specific to this region or this culture, is very much like the blockchain platforms, right?
Yeah, so what would it look like? Maybe it's the Greek history that looks like Ethereum. Or what others?
Or like the Roman history is like Bitcoin, where it secures all the past information and messages and data all over there.
Okay, so we've gone to that section, Bitcoin. We've gone to that section, Ethereum. Maybe we have the Mayan section, which is Cardano, right? So we have different sections showing the historic messages and information of the past. And then we go up one more floor and we see what today's world looks like, right? So the current world right in front of you, they've shown it on the second floor. Now, what could that be?
So remember we talked about how incentives are very important in economics. It's also very important in cryptoeconomics. So when we look at the present day today, we look at incentives that incentivizes people to behave in specific ways. So a very good example of looking at the museum of today would be humans versus animals, like maybe a puppy. We're all incentivized in very different ways. Humans are probably you and me. We're all incentivized with money, with travel, with your passion, and lots of different things.
Blockchain.
But puppies are not incentivized that way. Puppies, maybe they like you because you've got a treat. They are running, they're doing tricks because you give them a treat.
Speak!
Hi there.
Did that dog just say hi there?
Oh, yes.
Bruh!
My name is Doug. I have just met you, and I love you.
So we're understanding how different people behave, how different incentives pushes them to behave in different ways.
And they're all in the same world, remember, right? They're different entities and people and things, but all sharing the same world. So that's what today's floor in the museum would look like.
Yeah.
And then we have the third and final floor, which is a defined future, right? So that is stepping into a time machine and going into the future. And what do we see there?
What did I tell you? 88 miles per hour!
So let's say we're going to the third floor and we're going to look into the future. And we're going to go 50 years in the future. And in 50 years in the future, our age will be whatever our age is plus 50 years. That's not going to change. It's a defined future. And that's the kind of defined future we're talking about.
Cool. So a defined future made by the creators of the network, right? So whoever created Bitcoin, and if you know who created Bitcoin, let us know. Satoshi Nakamoto, or Vitalik Buterin. Maybe he created Ethereum, we know that, and he's defined, or the people who created Ethereum have defined what that future actually looks like. And that can actually be in relation to total supply, for instance, right? So we know that the total supply might be a 2% increase per year, or in the next 10 years or 20 years, based on the rules that have been defined in the network. And that is cryptoeconomics, essentially, right?
That's right. So, recap again, cryptoeconomics is in three different things. You've got messages of the past, you've got incentives of today, and you've got a defined future by the creator. So if that's cryptoeconomics, what's tokenomics?
You tell me.
Okay, so tokenomics, remember we've got three of them. Tokenomics is removing the first one, which are incentives of today and the defined future.
That's
And-
what we're left with, right?
Exactly.
Incentives of today and the defined future in tokenomics.
And these are everything that's happening in the internal network of this dApps.
Yep. So we've seen that all of the cryptoeconomics and tokenomics actually sit within different layers and they can actually move around. But essentially, it's an amalgamation of those three pieces. And that's why Lisa is here, because she is an economics guru, so I bow down to her economics greatness. And let us know which platform has the best tokenomics in your eyes. So drop that bombshell and that knowledge shell below, and we'll see you guys in the next video.